Hello, good day. Welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot for a general zodiac reading for all signs for November 5th through the 12th. So as we connect to the space, let us all just take a good deep breath into our heart space and connect to each other. Thank you, Spirit. You're always looking out from our eyes and guiding us and co-creating this beautiful dream manifested, expanding this place as we all continue to walk in beauty. Thank you for the messages about to come forth for everybody here. And so by the end of this reading of the week, November 12th, 13th, that we're going to be going into a new moon in Scorpio. And it's a big time for transformation. So let's see what we have for the magnifying glass cards before we draw the tarot. The major arcana for the tarot on the tarot deck for Scorpio is the Death card. So that's what we're saying, that the big transformation month into December. We're always going through transformation, but sometimes it's more. There's a lot more going on than others. I think this is upside down here. So we have Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So I love it how it's, instead of birthed, it's earthed. As we are always doing that throughout our life, is learning how to be human and embodying our divinity. And as we say at the beginning of each one of these readings, we're co-creating with the unseen realm, the spirit world, all of who you are, the aspects, facets, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, everyone, the highest of frequencies. As we integrate that into our human body, that's what it is. Learning how to be human, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily learning so much, then a better word is embodying our divinity and really navigating in this place that we created before we took form a long, 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 long time ago, out of time. We birthed this physical realm. We're here to physically navigate it and expand this place. Yeah, and really go at the creation of who we are. To be. Yeah, I saw this poster board when I was driving alongside the highway, and it said, belong, it's we, or what is it? Us as in belong, begins with belong or something like that. It didn't really make much sense to me. But then I was driving along after I passed it going, wait a second, be is the beginning of belong. So to be is to belong here. In the world, but not of it, because again, we can't take anything with us. You can't take our body with us. So we're embodying it and experiencing what that's like. Very simple. So I love this card to come out at the very beginning of this reading. I'm taking a little bit to be with this card, but this is absolutely stunning because it's everything to do with the transformation that's upon us this month. It's potent. If you haven't checked out the monthly reading for November, do so. And also the White Rabbit reading in the channel. And thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel and expanding the community. And may these readings be serving you. For just confirmations, you have your own inner source, but it's here and we're here together co-creating this place, so it's nice to have a confirmation in what's been going on and what you're doing within yourself, what the energies are and what's going on with that. So we start out with this beautiful earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it, navigating and embodying our divinity in our body, in the world. But we will leave this place in our bodies. And the cards have been pre-shuffled, cut and pre-shuffled with your energies, but I'm just warming them up here. It's nice to do. And again, upside down. I love it. So this is a challenge. That's what we start out with. Yeah, and challenge. It's an interesting thing to do something different, I suppose. If you're in that mode to be doing something different, then we have simplicity here. That we were talking about, be is in belonging, is the beginning of belonging, the word. So simplicity, keeping it simple, being creative, doing something different, something creative if you feel to do so. But I love it. In this challenge card, she's got, it looks like the queen is up in the air. She's got the peace in the air. Yeah. And she's got this cup right here, and I love the colors too. The purple colors really stick out to me, which is that third eye chakra color. And then she's got a heart on her mug, and she's challenging, but she's not doing it for competition. She's just doing it to, expand and to do something different, to create that, would you say, enthusiasm or eagerness or, challenge. It, words are particular, so try not to use too much of try to like be picky about the words, but challenge is more of like to be eager to do and to see how you can be in a game, because it's just a game after all, but how far you've come within yourself as far as like achieving something that you really are eager and enthusiastic about. So it's a positive thing. Dream. Keeping it simple, as we see here with the woman with the guitar, and she's sitting there inside of her flat, looks like, or inside maybe a restaurant, or maybe she's performing for people here. There's the city out here. Keeping it simple, simplicity, being yourself. And I love the white that she's wearing too, white for purity. She's also got the white on here for purity too, as she's taking it easy under the stars, dreaming, envisioning. And that's how things come into being. That's how we create our life. We take the time out and then we sit with ourselves and be with all who we are. And we get that inspired action, inspired thoughts, inspired actions to make something of this realm, to manifest something as we dream it into being. That's an old shaman saying, is that the world is as we dream it. Shapeshifter. And so that's another shamanic term too. Shape-shifting. We're shape-shifting all the time. We're shape-shifting, and just the white wolf right here. It's like, to me, as soon as I see this card, it's like that aspect that she's shape-shifting into, the wolf. Are they the same? Are they, looks like the two here with her friend the wolf, the white wolf, but is she the wolf? The shape-shifter, which is, again, shamanic term, meaning that, you can shape-shift into your guardians, into your guides, into animal spirits or angelic spirits, and we're shape-shifting all the time. Shape-shifting going from when we were a child to when we were older, fat, skinny, we gain weight, we lose weight. Shape-shifting our how we perceive reality. So changing to blend with our new environment. That's shape-shifting. So it's there's a lot to it. Many shapes we could take throughout our lifetime. Never mind within the day, the lifetime. It's all the same. So let's look further into the meanings of these cards right now and see what we're looking at. The shamanic medicine cards here. Spirit, what do we have? For our general zodiac peeps, anyone that tunes in here, take what you need, leave the rest. It's not going to be for everybody, but it may apply to you. Staff, foundations. So there's a wand here, and there's a figure behind here, and the wand represents like the wand to have that creative action, like the wands in the tarot deck, to make things happen, that creative adventure that's occurring. Taking the inspired action and moving forth with your wand, creating. Every magician has one. And the hermit, right, to go into that mode of maybe taking a walk out into nature, out into at nighttime even, or just moving on, perhaps, into the adventure or into a new path, even if it's not like this adventure, everything's an adventure, but an actually unknown path. But you know with your wand, you could go anywhere. And every seer has a staff. Every magician has that staff. The Hierophant, the High Priestess by night, and the Hierophant in the day, and the magician at all times, because we're creators of our own reality, of our own life. And taking that staff, and then we having a solid foundation to move on. It's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages so far. Again. Lower world, the past. And in shamanism, in traditional shamanism, they talk about the three worlds. The lower world is where the animal spirits are. It's kind of like to access it, you get to your special place out in nature, you go down a hole into the ground or wherever you are, a cave, and then it brings you to the lower world where all the animal spirits and the guardians are from there. The middle world's looks a lot like the 3D, but it's different, high frequency, of course. And kind of like, I always say it's like the J.R.R. Tolkien Lord of the Rings world, middle world. And then the upper world is the angelic realm where all of the archangels, the angels reside, the high frequencies. It's kind of like Twilight. It looks a lot like here too, but it's more of like the Twilight type of lighting. So the lower world, and they're saying the past here. So there's something here in this card about working with some past energies that may come up, you know, to the surface to be released. So go down into the depths, like the lower world, the depths of your being, to bring up things that just really don't belong there anymore. Again, we're in this month of November, which is a huge transformation month. This is going to be big for everybody. It doesn't matter your zodiac sign. Tree people, sustenance. We have desire here. Sustenance. Let's bring this down here. We are going to get to the tower here. You know, like the roots. This came up before. This is a card that's just showing up for some reason more often than none lately. Is this tree people sustenance? I mean, you know, they rely on each other's roots, and they're all connected to the ground, the sustenance of the soil, to rely on for their well-being, for their life, for everything. And then owl there, you know, sustenance belongs in the forest to the trees, and it's like one big working system, sustaining the contact, the roots of the world. I love it how it's the lower world, the past, with the tree people and the sustenance. You know, like we're talking about how you go down into the roots, down to the lower world, and just getting up all of those nutrients and all of that stuff that may not belong in your energetics anymore, and just bringing up through the roots to be released. That could be a good meditation for you here, because it's right below that dreaming. This tree people's right below this dreaming card here. Soul retrieval, reclamation. And so, you know, we were talking about the lower world here with the past. Some things may come up that just don't belong anymore within your energetics, right? So, with that being said, with the staff, you're moving onto this path that it may be unknown, and maybe the path of what would be bringing you to the past a little bit, bringing up the stuff that no longer belongs. It's kind of like when we go into the shadow part of ourselves. They call it the shadow work. because it just doesn't belong there anymore. To move into that higher mode, that higher vibration, yep, that stuff has to come up to just simply be cleared. There's nothing that needs to be done about it. And again, the sustenance card with the tree people, that they're here to assist with the grounding of that. And again, the owl sitting here again relies on the tree's limb to sit and rest and take a rest and you know, have their space there. And owls are very wise. They know that they know that they know. They know things. Owl people know things behind what people are saying. The things aren't being said, but they can hear it. It's because the owls have that hearing and the sight. It's very keen. So, again, that's going to bring up things that may be hidden that's come up. That's coming up at this time for this week coming. And then we have soul retrieval again, so it connects to this path. Soul retrieval, something that happened traumatically. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, you know, an illness that was detrimental, meaning that it really shook your world, to, like, you know, an accident of some sort, abuse, anything that could happen to really shake you up, and part of you could leave into the non-ordinary reality and stay there until a shaman comes and retrieves that part of you that left for safety reasons. And, you know, it might not just be one time in your life. It could be many times, or the event itself, whatever caused the trauma, could have been really intense that it shook your world. So it could happen not just a shaman to retrieve those aspects, but also it could come back in dream time naturally, just like an animal spirit or a guardian, angel spirit, angelic guide, ancestors. Anybody could visit you as friends and come and be your guardian. So it's not just a shaman. The shaman just has that ability through their attention to go to these parts in the spirit realm and retrieve souled parts, retrieve animals, guardians of any sorts, lower, middle, upper worlds, and then make you whole again. You feel complete. So big sign about knowing if the soul retrieval needs to happen with a red flag about someone whenever they come to me for any of this work would be, I haven't been the same since. That's a big statement, meaning that you just don't feel whole. And so there's a big thing around soul retrieval. But reclamation is claiming that part of you that may have gone, again, the past, something that's coming up now to be brought up to the surface, to be integrated, or just to be released, really. So you're reclaiming that part of you. And shape-shifting is right under shapeshifter here, so that's perfect as far as the soul retrieval reclamation, because it requires a shape-shifting on your part to integrate yourself into your human body, to really fall into the body, and you're not feeling like you're walking alongside yourself in the world, but not of it, to feel grounded, to feel safe here, to feel like you belong, to be. We were talking about the beginning, we were using that metaphor of when I saw that poster board when I was driving, it said us are at the beginning of belong, or something like that. That's why it didn't make sense. I'm like, be is in the beginning of belong, to be, to feel like you belong here, to be here, to be in the body, embodied. A lot of people, I feel personally, have this thing we call PTSD, just being born. It's a shock. So never mind the things that may have shaken up your world when you're here on any level, right? We're going through a massive transformation. All of humanity is. We're going through a paradigm shift. So, you know, it can get shaken up your world as you're taking that path into an area unknown. You have the light with you to guide you, and the staff, like that the magician has, or the high priestess, or the hierophant, the guru, the one that knows. Everyone does. Everyone has that part of them within. So bringing up that stuff to be released up to the surface, just to simply have it be released, and be grounded with that knowing, that wise knowing with the owl medicine, and reclaiming who you are at the deepest level of your being. So this week is really big. Again, coming into this month of November, where we're talking about how it's going to be a really big shift for a lot of people. I want to cover up these images here. How about we just put this right here? So let's see what the tarot has to say for this week. We start out with the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is a feminine energy. She's queen of her mental thinking. She's very clear, as you can see. Their crown is like going way up and shooting up into the higher dimensions. And she's connected. I love the butterfly here on her chest. Very connected with her communication, how she communicates, and balanced in the throat chakra. So this week you're going to find yourself being able to express that, and it's nurturing too. The feminine energy is intuitive, nurturing, and in receptive mode. That's the feminine. So I know the masculine people watching this, just to kind of reverse that into your feminine mode, into your other polarity there. So we start out with the Queen of Swords, that more of that receptive mode of communication. Okay. What are the messages do we have here, Spirit, for this week? The Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. Something happened that really shook up your world. And we were talking about that with the Soul Retrieval card here, Reclamation, is that when that happens, it can really create this trauma that, for safety reasons and to feel like you're, and at a very, very fundamental level, we check out into a place that the shamans know to be the realm of non-ordinary reality. And we stay there out of time and space to be safe. And it could have happened a long time ago, or even just today or yesterday. So it doesn't matter, but that's what we do for protection mode. And the Three of Swords is coming in here saying something happened, and this week it may occur to you. We're going to look a little further and see what this Three of Swords is all about, but for now we're going to draw 4 cards, get some clarifiers, and finish up the reading. Okay. Four of Wands is a beautiful card it's the 1111 card, and it's a card of celebration. It's predecessor to almost, it's like precursor to the completion of like the 10 of Wands. Anything of the 10s in numerology is completion. So it's also known to be the marriage card too. We're going to look a little further. Draw one more card and then get a clarifier card. With the Emperor energy. And the Emperor is the King of Kings. He's master. He really takes charge and makes decisions very clearly. Okay. Takes charge and makes decisions. So it looks like to me so far you're taking charge of that masculine energy right there, that Emperor energy. And you got the 2 horses too, which is a lot like the Chariot card in the Major Arcana too, of going forward into victory, really taking charge and making decisions. Okay, so let's see what this Queen of Swords is. What's this Queen of Swords, Spirit? What do we have here? Okay, we have 2 cards coming out, but we have the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Something had been getting you in your head, Something had been blocking, because the Queen of Swords is right next to here. So let's do this. You see there's that staff card. We have the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And then we have this Queen of Cups. So Something that had been getting in your head. This Nine of Swords is keeping you up at night. Swords is of the minds, the air signs Aquarius and Gemini and Libra. Something had been keeping your mind preoccupied with something that's not really right. So at the beginning of this week, you may find that being coming up to be cleared out. As we come in, we got the Queen of Cups here, and she is compassionate, understanding. She's got the Ace of Cups in her entire body. You see how it's there? It's interesting how this image is in this particular deck. But she's holding that Ace of Cups in her hand. The big cup behind it. She is queen of her emotions. She's balanced, she's nurturing, she's compassionate, understanding. So this Queen of Cups is going to come in at the very beginning of the week. So it's perfect for the past that's coming up. Something had got you in the past, and it may be coming up the very beginning of the week. But the Queen of Cups comes in and gives you that energy, that beautiful energy, because we got the Three of Swords here. We're going to look into what this has. This being the energy of compassion, understanding, heart connection, love, all of that. What's this number Three of Swords, Spirit? I like to say, whatever is getting to you, whatever gets you into your mind. It's always good to do the reminders, or even if it's so bad, you just have to let it go and just sit with it by letting it go. You just have to be with it until you can't take it anymore. This one's setting up Knight of Pentacles here. Okay. Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but it brings in abundance to the situation here. So it might have been over money matters that's coming in that had been getting you, but again, you get the Queen of Cups coming in here, and a reminder that you're here integrating your humanness, and you're in the world, but you're not of it. You can't take that money with you. You can't take this stuff with you. People think that money is going to bring them happiness. If we had the things that we, had a big bank account, or if we had everything we ever wanted, it would make us happier. But we can't take it with us. So living unconditional is having a major compassion for the self, and then finding a way somehow to get yourself to feel content, okay, within your being. Some people recommend yoga, meditation. There is something to all that. Even just simply taking a walk, getting out of the house, taking a walk, doing it on a regular basis because it moves the blood. That's part of the embodiment. But you can't take those possessions that you think that's going to make you happy with you. So there's a message coming in this week, a lot with this here, with this Three of Swords, that it might have been something that's coming in that might have been over money. But again, to have compassion for yourself, to love yourself, to really give the love to yourself first, and keep things simple. Keep things simple. We have the Fool coming in here. Okay, so there's a new beginning. You're taking that blind leap of faith, and you're going to be moving up beyond that heartache here. Okay. Okay, so what's this Four of Wands, Spirit? And you're going into celebratory time. That Four of Wands is that's a beautiful card to have on the table. As the week goes on, you'll find that it is going to be a roller coaster. You'll be, may find energies of the Nine of Swords coming in, but you'll also find out that it's going to move fast. Here's the Eight of Wands, and that's just an energy movement card. It's a fast-moving card. And look at just things coming. All the stars, and it looks like it's like electric just coming right out of the heart here and just moving really fast. Four of Wands to the Eight of Wands, and that is absolutely beautiful. So I feel like at the beginning of the week, something may be coming up that you might be getting in your head about with that Queen of Swords, with the Nine of Swords, but moving out of it with the Queen of Cups, and that heartache that you might be finding by the releasing of whatever you're finding that comes up within yourself, releasing it. And then grounding those energies. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but nonetheless moving quite to the fruition of the seeds in which it was sown. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles does. It just goes forward into success, maybe a little slower, but you're taking that blind leap of faith, and by the midweek, you're going to find that it's going to move fairly quickly on. It's kind of like I'm imaging, I'm seeing like a really gloomy Monday where there's a rainstorm and lots of clouds, and it's just windy that day, and by Tuesday or Wednesday, the sun comes out, and it's the air's fresher, and it's a little breezy but not as bad, and kind of like how spring day can come on like that, like spring's like that. Fall could be that way too, but you'll have those drastic days, and all of a sudden it tails off. I feel like that's the energy of this reading. So let's look a little further. What's this Eight of Wands, Spirit? Oh, there's one right there. We have the Judgment. So it's definitely being released. Look at the images and the colors of that. I mean, we got the celebratory Four of Wands here. Again, that could be meaning like marriage. Maybe one of you or two of you, because 1111 does mean that. But it's definitely a victorious card with those beautiful sunflowers and time out. The two bears are celebrating the honey that's on right there. Yeah, found a big hive of honey. Gonna grab that. So lots of fruit up here, and it's like fruition card. And then Eight of Wands is that fast moving energy. And look at how the colors, it's like whatever's happening here, this person is now in this mode of just going, oh, thank goodness, in that receptive mode to all of that beautiful energy coming forth. And I love it how there's the eagle here, and then there's the bear. And here's the two bears in this card too. So coming forth, spirit coming forth, and then this person just receiving that beautiful guidance, the energy, the frequencies. That's what I want to say. By midweek, you're going to start sensing more of this. What is this Emperor card, Spirit? Oh, here goes all the cards. And then we have the Moon card. So something's hidden. That's a Piscean card. The Moon card here to the Emperor card. So it may be hidden as far as like how you feel like you're going to be taking charge, or this Emperor energy coming forth here. Hey, we have some strong masculine energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's the energies of the card coming forth towards the end of the week after that everything's with the Judgment card, receiving and being in the receptive mode of the feminine. That's what the receptive mode is. It's that internal action to get the job done. So you could see in that image there, she's in receptive mode for that beautiful energy to come forth. And then the balancing of the Emperor card, the masculine energy, taking charge. But it may be hidden. You may not realize that, that energy's there. It might be very subtle, whereas the feminine energy is going to be a little bit trumping over. But again, that's that equilibrium. That's what we're trying. That's what we're seeing here. I'm surprised if the Temperance card doesn't come out. We'll see what happens here. Okay, Spirit. What other cards do we have for this reading? What possible outcome card do we have? There we go. Temperance. Wow. Okay, I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yes, very, very, very much working through this right now. And so that's the balancing card. So I love it how, again, if you look at this, the Piscean, this Moon card, it's to go off into this trail, off into the moonlight, and to take that path. And you look at the paths here, and there's another path here, but it's finding the equilibrium. It's finding the equilibrium between the feminine and the masculine as the transformation continues to take place this week as we go into the thick of the matter of November. It's a very intense month as far as transformation. Can't say it enough. Spirit, what's this Temperance card? Any other cards for this reading? And thank you again for these beautiful messages. I love it. It's like, what are you doing, Spirit? You knew. I love it how it's just so clear in the cards. As soon as you say it, I mean, the law of attraction works fast. Taking the middle path. That's the alchemical card. That's how I named the tarot channel. Inner Alchemist Tarot is through the Temperance card, the Major Arcana card there. As you are your own alchemist. You are your own magician. And that's what the alchemy card does. And it's really quick change. This is a Tower week with the Tower card coming out, but you're going to be finding the middle path between the energies of the masculine and the feminine, which is that internal receptive mode to actually taking charge and sitting in your masculine energy, balanced in a balanced way. It may be hidden at first, but you're going to find the balance as that Tower card comes in here, and things really quickly change because of that. So you're not going to one extreme to the other. So this is a beautiful week that's ahead of us here, as I can see. And so Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, and that's a fast-moving energy. Fast-moving energy off into the Tower card. Spirit, what other messages? Ooh, there we go. And the last card here is the Princess of Pentacles. And that is the Page of Pentacles. Grounding, receptive. Yes, it's a feminine energy here, but it doesn't matter, again, if you're male or female. It's the energies of the card. And so you have the Knight of Wands with the Princess of Pentacles. So indeed, bringing that energy on quickly, moving quickly into this new adventure towards that quick change of the Tower that's coming into the Princess of Pentacles. And if you look at she's got the bear right here, right? She's got the deer right here, all these beautiful animals here, the swan and the beaver and the fairies and the rabbit and all the animals of the forest here, the butterfly. And she's balanced. She's got that the light of creation coming out of that part of her body, which is the womb area, and ready in receptive mode to give. So that's, again, the balancing of the masculine and feminine, I feel, just in that Princess of Pentacles card alone. So let us, sorry for the little bit long reading here. Let's draw a Archangel Animal Spirit card here to see what animal spirits would like to come through for this week. And if these messages are resonating, please give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up anyway to claim the reading, or you could do it however you want. But it also helps other people find the video, and then also subscribing too, because that helps grow the community and it helps other people find these videos. Here's Owl showing up again. Listen to the messages of the angels, and oh my gosh. You are so loved by Spirit. You're protected. You're safe. Even the things that might be coming up this week may be shaking your world. It might be, creating, again, that Tower moment, but you will find that balance. That's what the energies of the cards are saying, is that you're going to find that balance, and you're going to shapeshift yourself into a much more equilibrium way of being towards the end of this week. If you, again, own the reading, claim the reading, because you are taking a leap of faith into, again, that was the first card that we pulled out right here, into integration into your body. That's embodiment. And then being in the world, but having a completely different perspective of what your place is, as far as not in the world, but you're here as kind of a visitor in a way, to again expand this beautiful place and enjoy yourself. And that's what essentially it's all about. But to sustain yourself here is to find that equilibrium between the mode in which you live on, and the mode in which you are in throughout the day, which leads up to the weeks and the months and the years of your life. Which mode, sustaining yourself and not going too far over to one side or the other in a masculine or feminine way, to really be in that temperate mode, walking the middle path. They talk about a lot of that in Buddhism too. Walking the middle path is that balance in between. Okay, so you know that you know that you know that you know. You can hear things that aren't being said. Listen to, really listen to things this week, and listen to be into your intuition, because there's some messages that are coming forth, and pay attention to your dream times and all that, dream time experiences this week. If you need further assistance, please contact me. The information's in the description of every video. And many blessings on this week. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages. And until next time, many blessings.